Right now we have our Hero Highlight with Jeff Corelli from Sunlight Solar. Welcome, Jeff.
Good morning.
And we're going to talk a little bit today about some of the things that are holding people back from going solar. And one of them is I think, some misunderstandings and not understanding how really it works when it's dark outside and how are you still getting power.
Right, and net metering is something I think if you ask most San Diegans, they probably couldn't explain what that is. And so I know it's a kind of a debit and credit system, but Jeff, can you explain to our viewers what net energy metering is?
Sure. It's really just a simple process when somebody has a residential solar system. It's the relationship between the homeowner and the utility company now, which tracks how much your system produces versus how much the customer consumes. And it's a debit and credit system based off that entire relationship overall.
And so when you go into that and you're going to do solar, it's an annual bill instead of a monthly bill, right?
Absolutely. It's important to properly size the system over an annual basis, because if you size the system over a couple of months, it could throw off that debit and credit system. So you want to make sure through an annual perspective that you're sizing the system correctly to ensure at the end of the 12 months that you're pretty much balanced out as best you can.
So in simple terms, in the summertime when there's a lot more sun, you're building up your bank account of credits. So then in the wintertime when it's cloudy and overcast, you can dip into that bank account, and hopefully at the end of the year when you get that annual bill, you're at close to zero, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, in real simple terms, during the day when your system's producing the most, and in most cases homeowners aren't consuming the most electricity, there's credits that you're getting.
So you're feeding that energy back into the grid basically, so other people are consuming it. You're banking that with the power company.
Right, at retail, okay. at a retail credit, which is why it's so important to do solar. You're getting a retail credit based off during the day, and then at night when your system's not producing as much and you use, that means you're consuming more, and then you get charged for those.
So that was good news when 2.0 was approved statewide, that full retail credit is being applied to an account, so it makes it way more favorable to go solar, right?
Absolutely. It was a win for all solar companies and homeowners with the new net energy metering agreement, because the value is still there for customers. They were talking about half credit, but we're getting full credit.
Yeah, there was a big fight going on. There's a lot of confusion. I think that added to some of the misunderstandings around net energy metering when that battle was going on between net energy metering 1 and 2.0. But you said, and I think it's important, it's very much in the favor of the homeowners. Still.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, very much so. And your grandfather in for 20 years, so it's still very favorable.
Now, let's talk about, Greg, when we were prepping for the show, right-sizing the system to know that your system is going to produce evenly across the year, or produce, and bank the right size.
So it's pretty painless. You go into somebody's home or talk to them on the phone and look at their bill and size the system according to their usage, right? And maybe oversize it, because people's habits are to actually use more energy, right?
Absolutely. Actually, good point. Usually you try to oversize it as best you can. It's all indicative on how much somebody can afford, but you certainly want to oversize it, because in most cases when they get solar, they will use more. They might use their air conditioner a little bit more,
or electric car they might buy.
Electric car. I mean, during the summer months they want to use their air conditioner more because they can, because now they finally have a solar system that's getting them some credits.
We have a fan question that I want to get to, and then I want to mention Hero, because that's an important part of what we're talking about today. Our fan question from Marco in Rancho Bernardo: how hard is it to get the 30% federal tax credit? Do they have to do a lot of work to get it?
Not at all. It's a seamless process. It's an IRS form, Residential Energy and Credit form, that your tax preparer will fill out on your behalf.
And you provide that to the homeowner?
We provide it. You can go online and get it, but we do provide it. It's very simple. So if you do TurboTax, it's real easy to get.
And now the last piece of the puzzle that I want to mention is another thing that keeps people from going solar is the financing part of it. With the Hero program, they can take no money out of pocket, no payments for up to 18 months, and it makes going solar very, very easy and takes that hurdle of the financial part away.
It really does. I mean, Hero allows homeowners really the means to get solar, energy efficient products overall, but especially solar, because it's very difficult to get qualified through banks, getting equity lines of credits, and the length of time that takes, and Hero is a very easy process to do so.
Well, the other thing too is it defers payment, so you're getting the advantage of solar, saving money on your energy bill, and maybe waiting 12 to 18 months before you even have to make a payment.
You're basically taking what you save with the utility company, putting that aside, and then when your payment comes up, you just take that back and pay for the system. You're finally, with Hero and others, we're showing people how to take the money they're already giving the utility company and put it back into their own household.
It's really easy to find out if you qualify. Also, just go to approvedhomepros.com/hero or 844-GO4HERO. And now let's head inside because Jordan is going to help us with some great organizational tips.